Hi guys, it's Luke from Beer Tech here. Today we're checking out the Fujifilm s8600. It's their flagship, one of their flagship lower end budget bridge cameras. What's a bridge camera, you ask? It's not a camera shaped like this. It is a in-between camera between a point and shoot. It's a bridge between a point and shoot and a DSLR camera, which is one of the bigger, more chunkier, feature-rich cameras out there that will give you everything you want. So it's an in-between camera to get you from a compact flash into a massively feature-rich camera. So let's have a look at it. Let's check it out. Released in 2014 in Australia, the Fujifilm FinePix s8600 is aimed towards camera and photography enthusiasts who aren't quite ready for a fully manually controlled DSLR camera, but who want the sleek, quick, high-res, blurry background shots that one of those gives you, without the fluff. That's what a bridge camera is. This one comes with a 32x Fujinon zoom lens that collapses in 3 stages. This zoom is incredible, and the closer you get to your subject with it, the better the picture looks on auto shoot mode. One day I literally zoomed in on a passing jet and could read the writing on the bottom of it with this thing. Incredible. This auto mode is called scene recognition mode on this camera, and it does a great job of detecting exactly what you're focusing on and what scene you're taking, such as a sunset, a sports event, a portrait, or a mountain range. It detects that scene quickly and easily. It's 16 megapixels in the sensor, and whilst by today's standards that's not quite up to scratch, the detail that this sensor does put up packs quite an extraordinary punch. Here's some example shots from the camera with no editing at all. It's wonderful. One thing to note on this camera though is that Fujifilm's proprietary FinePix color mode presents washed out grey looking colours that don't pop out like they should, and this is by default. The chrome color mode though under the settings menu is far more punchy and full of life. Keep this in mind when you're taking pictures. As for the interface on the camera itself, it's laid out well, easy to find everything, and Fujifilm has included a number of cool software options in the camera itself for shooting. It has 2 programmable scene modes that you would take photos of most frequently, and a panorama mode, as well as some advanced filter modes that really have some neat stuff in them, like a toy camera vintage filter effect and some high and low key options. You can even isolate different colors from the picture on the fly to get some creativity happening in your shots. By far, the greatest flaw with this camera is the photo focus time. It simply takes too long to take a picture by half pressing the shutter button and then taking the picture. It's slower than most cameras I've used. Also, the build of it is a little creaky because of the molded plastic feel to it. It isn't as premium as it should be, but then again it's on the budget end of the bridge camera spectrum and forgivable as long as you protect it. The grip on it is superb. It feels like a nice weighty camera, and you know that you're holding something a real photographer would use on a day out and about. This camera is great for street photography because it captures so much rich detail. Check these out. It is also great as a family camera, but keep in mind the focus time is a little slow. We've used it for family shots for Christmas and love the self-timer option. It has face detection for up to 10 faces, but if people are moving about in the slightest it can get blurry. I love this camera, mainly because of the bokeh you can get with the massive 32x zoom lens, and the fact that it bridges that gap between a compact flash and a DSLR monster. It really guides you in the right direction. The video mode is also recording at only 720p 30 frames a second, but this does look crisp and you can get those bokeh looking shots with the zoom if you do it well. It also doesn't have manual focus, so take your time on a subject and it will focus eventually. The end results are good, better than a camcorder for film-like looks. Another thing to note is that it runs on 3 AA batteries. So grab some rechargeable ones for this camera, otherwise you run out of power 2 pictures in. Seriously, that's how quick it takes the juice from a new pack of batteries. All in all, this camera is a great family camera that gives you a ton of options that are easy to use, but simply using the scene recognition mode alone will get you some superb pictures, which is what you really want from a camera to begin with. The features for toy camera and special environments are there, but most people want a camera that will point and shoot without too much fuss. And apart from the focus time and washed out color, some great shots can be made with this thing if you tweak it a teensy bit. I give it 4 beards out of 5. Well, that's been my review, folks, of the Fujifilm FinePix s8600. It's a fantastic family camera. You can like and subscribe to this channel. Comment below if you have used this camera or would like me to review any other items of a similar sort. I've been Luke from Beard Tech. You've been the audience. Thank you very much. Catch you in the next video.